Today, friends, learning has changed. The way students learn, the way they get credits and get the degrees and get the competencies has changed. And it has to still has to change a lot because some of our rural universities have not understood. They were still expecting uh, orders, guidelines from UGC, AICTE. But remember, UGC, AICTE will not be there in few months. All of it will be vanishing. Okay, it will be an Higher Education Council of India. There will be a lot of changes. So learning actually in our time, we learned using teacher-assisted learning through classrooms. Or maybe best is the laboratories. Beyond that, actually learning had not progressed. But today there is self-learning. 40%, he mentioned 40% of the courses through Swayam Plus, NEET, microcredit, nano credits from any industries are also coming and offering the programs. And collaborative learning, peer learning, hackathons, project-based learning, all these are actually, is a big buzz in the industry. I mean, please, I'll tell you, I went to one of the corner of Tamil Nadu, I can even say the name of the college because Sridhar Vembu keeps on telling, Bannari Amman Institute of Technology, it is in Satyamangala Forest. The kind of skilling program they give it to the students, even though Anna University doesn't recognize that program, okay, it's mind-boggling. The first semester, beyond the classroom, beyond the office hours of the time, okay, they make every student to go through building products, okay, design, build, and also make that product themselves. So that's the kind of a learning is happening today at many institutions. So when I went, why I was surprised was, so it's in Satyamangala Forest. We know Karnataka people only know. Many of you are Karnataka people. Satyamangala Forest means only Veerappan. That means Veerappan was, abducted. Rajkumar. We all remember that days. That's not very far away. Also, not long back. So anyway, coming back to the point today. Policy as a catalyst, we have to use the digital excellence what we have achieved in higher education. But I want to tell you, Ministry of Education, he is actually thinking in the right direction. But everybody has to play their bit. So unfortunately, it is happening from the only top-down approach, which is not going to. See, what has happened is today, we are able to, some of the Digi100 developers were here. But you ask them, Digi100, they developed technology, all these, fantastic. Because now Indians are the top tech companies. 500 top tech companies in the world they are leading. So we don't need to teach them how to develop a product. But product alone will not suffice, according to me. Product alone will not become even usable also. It must be people is the key part. Why I said that is, that's what we have understood. The ministry has understood that very, very clearly. And recently, you might have seen AI Impact Summit is going to come to India now. We are doing a lot of pre-activities for the AI Impact Summit. One of the chakras is the human capital. We are nowhere in the world for the digital infrastructure part, for example, in the AI. Okay, because so much energy is required, so many GPUs are required. We are still talking about 40,000 GPUs. Okay, so I don't think we are there in that space to compete, but we are there to compete in the human capital because our engineers and our scientists are there omnipresent in every country and every company of the world. I don't see anybody, any country, any company without an Indian, having a degree from India. So we have actually delivered the engineering education by mistake or whatever you call, okay, to the world. Today our engineers are omnipresent. So taking this advantage, how do we move ahead in the field of education? That's the topic which I would like to put this in front of you. Very distinguished guests are here. So in Digi100, the policy is, so we have all seen the digital transformation. It's also defined by please remember, it is not by the technologies developing, our technologies, people developed it, that's how we are here. No. It is the policy. Government of India in 2015 brought the Digital India. I think that's the Honorable Prime Minister's vision made, and many of us felt that that was a mistake in 2016 banning all the notes, Uh, but it turned out to be advantage. And then what else turned out to be advantage? COVID-19. It is not the technology, because otherwise we would not have been graduated to use any of these technologies unless you are forced to. So we were forced to do that, so we become very conversant with or forcibly try to learn that. So India stack that unleashed interoperable open network innovations. Definitely they have done their job, technologists, but we all have to pitch in. So why I say that is, again, I'll take the APAR ID or ABC. We appeal to every institution. I myself have written maybe 5-6 letters to every institutions to join to this program. It was not easy. Even now, there are many universities yet are not on ABC. Even if they are there, simply they are there. They are not adding credits and certifications, and they are not using it to the best. So they are all waiting to get circulars, orders. I think this is where the problem in our university system. Universities are even Supreme Court has given direction. Universities are independent. They can do whatever they want. They even said AICT approval is not required. All of you know that 2013 order of the Supreme Court very clearly said state, private and public university does not require regulators' approval because they are universities. And similarly in 18, all of you know, deemed universities are not universities, they have to take the approval. So that means our Supreme Courts are very consistent. They are reading the law very correctly. Okay, deemed to be university is the only country I think we are operating deemed to be university. Never ever, what is the deemed to be? I think it should be university or no university. I think that's where I think changes will go to come through Higher Education Council of India. I am very positive about that. So the technologies what we have made very, very human friendly are DigiLocker, e-sign, FASTag, CoWIN, ONDC. Even in there only you please see all these tools. Some of them were very, very popular, some of them are not. That means we have to see why they are popular. Among some of them are so popular, some of them are not. So there I think a lot of learning can happen. And similarly, APAR ID and ABC can be also. But today ABC has, if you have not seen, 32.6 crore children are on that portal. That means it's almost 1/4 of our population or 1/3 of our population on that portal. That means they're all students. See, in that, if you look at it, 26.5 crore children are in school education. I was just looking at it, how many students are going to come in next 10 years. Okay. If you look at that, simply say, divided by 12, they're all equally in all the classes, 1 to 12. Okay. 2 crore students are there, or 2.5 crore students are there in every year. So assuming pass percentage in the 10th class, 60%. 1.5 crore students are going to come to the colleges, universities. But where are the capacities? We have only 1,200 plus universities, 45,000 colleges. They are not enough to accommodate the oncoming students. And these students are going to only come from 2025. Why? Because 2014 we achieved about 94% GER in the elementary education. 2014. GER in elementary education, class 1 mein, thanks to Right to Education, midday meal scheme, Akshay Patra and all these schemes so that they brought to the school. But one mistake we did when such large numbers are coming, we never failed anybody up to class 10. Promoted. So they're all in class 10 now. They're going to come to universities or skilling, whatever it is. Even assuming that we are going to only accommodate 50%, there will be 5 crore children are going to be coming to higher education in next 10 years. So where are our universities? How we are going to build? So that's where the technology is going to be useful. DigiLocker, Digi technologies, or flexible degrees, online education, whatnot, whatever you call. Because I am seeing IGNOU, how it is prospering. Every year it is increasing number of students appearing in the IGNOU. IGNOU is no more a conventional, please note that. They are no more a conventional distance education university. They are also digitally empowered. And they have all technologies in their, if you have not seen, some of you should go and see. They have a separate satellite link. They are operating the live digital education to the students. Many programs are very popular. So definitely like UPI, we need to do something here also. And this is the golden time. Technologies are already there with us. And how do we use that? So some of the successes of DPI model is Diksha. I think all of you know that, but still it has to. Swayam Plus is quite popular, largest MOOCs platform, but still we haven't found out the answer. How do we assess these students? Such a large number of students. See, the engineering may only NPTEL is doing. NPTEL cannot accommodate 2-3 lakh students. That's it. They have the limitation. They cannot conduct examination beyond 3 lakhs. But I am talking about crores. This is the challenge. Scaling up is a problem. And then National Digital Education Architecture, NDR is also there. Then we need very similar to, DigiLocker is one option for similar to UPI. So at least we started making an attempt at AICTE, several attempts. Like, for example, today, at least many of you engineering college owners will tell me they are not scared of AICTE because they don't need to come to AICTE. I keep telling them, don't come here. People's contact is completely broken. It is all done digitally. All approval happens digitally, 100%. Even inspections are digital. Inspector sitting in the AICTE headquarters, not going to colleges. So a lot of these can be done with digital technologies. And NEP is actually an excellent document, covers all of these. For example, technology-enabled teaching and learning, online blended and hybrid models. It really, very thought-provoking and very futuristic policy. And at that time, there was nothing, no year of large language models, no AI, when policy was written. It was written maybe up to 15, 16, 17 May. And afterwards, there was a lot of discussions, deliberations. And they also talk about flexibility, interdisciplinarity, industry integration, expansion of digital open learning ecosystems. There is a clear emphasis on open learning system and internationalization. Luckily, all of you know now 19 universities are going to have been given LTIs, letter of intent. 19 universities. They are also coming with a very high quality because they're all top ranked universities in the world. So how our universities have to cope up with that kind of a competition is really, we have to actually discuss and deliberate on that. So finally, policy, what we have to create is not just the technology or tools. We have to also make people embrace that technology. And even if you have seen how we embraced during COVID was by force. So such another force is required to now. Otherwise, we have to come up with something, all of us sit together and discuss. So how do we do this? I think I will not, beyond this, I will not say. But AI is actually really a saver for us. It's going to save a lot of our efforts because it's a golden time to see AI-enabled adaptive learning pathways. Self-learning can happen much, much better. And then intelligent academic advising can be done individually, one-to-one mentorship. See, it's never was possible earlier, but that is possible now. And then personalized skill maps, one can even assess what is his interest and what he wants to get, the skill. And then AI-supported multilingual content. See, our nation, today, I think that is one thing I want to share. AICTE has done in 12 languages, all textbooks for BTech and diploma. They are available in all 12 languages and we are running classes also. Some 70 institutions are offering BTech and diploma in regional languages. Our eCum portal has all these books free of cost to everybody. And these are not run-of-the-mill textbooks. They are one of the best books, actually, I'll tell you. Because they are outcome-based books and written by top-notch professors of the India from the premier institutions who have taught those courses for a long time. So I think, we should look at that, and we are also running program in multi-languages, and we are encouraging everybody to speak in mother tongue, even in the classes, even though English is our delivery mode of education, but I think we should not be shy of talking in our mother tongue in the classrooms with the students. I know we have students from different states, how they will also learn that language. So I have actually issued a circular day for yesterday, learn one other language other than your mother tongue and Hindi and English. So this is very, very important actually. That is what we have to look at it, and that brings in a lot of complexities. And when that complexities come, AI is going to come to our help. So interoperability will become very easier. And automated curriculum enhancement. See, curriculum cannot be designed 1 year or 2 year or 3 year cycles. It has to be a dynamic updation of model curriculums, because the technologies itself are vanishing in a year or two. What do you do with keeping the curriculum? Some of the universities still, oh, we have to discuss in board of studies, so big discussions happens. I think that's ridiculous. See, that's why we are also, please look at AICTE has never given a curriculum by force. We give a model curriculum to you so that you can operate on that. And we have already given a guideline. There is no need of further discussion. You can actually adopt that and maybe bring in some local elements into it rather than rewriting the entire thing. And faculty is the challenge for us. See, in engineering, at least I will tell you, 6.5 lakh teachers are there. And training them to the new order, world order, like new digital technologies, is a big, big challenge. Even though, thanks to COVID, they have graduated using Zoom and PowerPoint, but beyond that, they did not graduate. We have to make them graduate using AI, artificial intelligence, and many of these things. This still, we cannot be debating, oh, AI, we should use or not use. We have to. There is no choice for us. Every system is integrated with artificial intelligence today. Okay, so we need to prepare everyone. AI should be for all. So we have to do that. And I think with this brief discussions on maybe one other point I want to say, mandatory skill modules in AI, data science, cybersecurity, IoT has to be given across. And what we have done that already in our curriculum. Please look at that curriculum. And even if you didn't have time to go through, you can ask ChatGPT, put that curriculum, AICTE model curriculum, how is it? You ask ChatGPT, it will tell you. It's one of the best in the world, comparable to any top university in the world. Problem is the delivery. Otherwise, our model curriculum is prepared either in quantum technology, space technology, defense technology, atomic energy. Today, BTech students can minor degree in all of these. Some of you may not even know about this. We have already started quantum technology minor degree in BTech itself, because not many students will come for MTech. Those who come also, they are no good actually. So our masters itself will take a shift now, because we are also admitting PhD directly from BTech, 4 years. So many of these changes I think we need to embrace and make it more flexible. And as I told you, students should be able to pick up any course from any university, get that credit based on the outcome, and put it into their academic bank of credit. Up to 40 to 50% university should accept. UGC itself has said that. So whichever, that need not, again, another circular need not be given from the UGC or AICTE. You have already been empowered. 40 to 50% of the credits can be taken by anywhere, and put into ABC and go to university. You have your board of studies, you have your senate, discuss there. Some issues may be there. Definitely there will be an issues, because some of them you cannot accept all courses from secondary. You can define something internally and debate on it and make a policy of each university, what is acceptable to you, what is not acceptable to you, and move ahead. I think that's where I think we are seeing the bottleneck, and I hope that will be solved soon.